Expedition cast reenact voice lines from the game. Why don't we do this?
On guard.
You're good, Price. It's all good.
That's just going round in my head right now.
No, doesn't she say Parry?
Parry it.
Yeah.
I love like hearing her frustration.
It's so weird hearing that. So I'm so sorry, Jennifer. I didn't mean to freeze frame you on that face. It's really funny though. But it's so weird hearing these lines from people who just look completely different from the characters. But you know, of course, that's how it is. Anyway, let's continue.
Parry it.
I heard that a lot. Maybe too much.
Yeah.
I feel like I never understood, like I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
What was it? A rock? I'm not a rock. Have you got rocks for eyes? You got rocks for brains. I'm going to sleep now. Like
he's Francois.
Okay,
Amazing.
Dan. When one falls, we continue. When one falls, we continue.
Kirsty Rider is just wonderful as Lune, and I hope she gets more work out of this. I didn't know who she was before this, but wonderful character.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if, when.
You're such a great...
Lune, she does something that's really impressive here. This is quite hard to do. Just see if you can catch it.
One falls. Not if, when.
She's able to express both strength and vulnerability at the exact same time in her voice. There's determination, and there's also a bit of... I don't know if fear's the right word. Maybe uncertainty? But listen to it. Strength and vulnerability in the same line. This is very good VA.
Falls. When one falls. Not if, when.
She's really
You're
fucking good.
such a great person.
This guy's a Giga Chad, mate. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dan. That was a pleasure. But
That voice does not sound like it's coming out of this dude. So, you know in The Last of Us 1, you know, with all the clickers and stuff who are like all that? None of that is VA. None of that is enhanced at all. Or I mean, it's enhanced, but none of that is like special effects. I remember seeing a behind the scenes thing where the actors can actually just do that. Also, I am so sorry, Ben Starr, for... I didn't mean to freeze frame on this. I didn't mean to do this. This is my face when I see Lune's feet. All right, let's see what Ben's up to.
I knew you were resourceful.
Merde. My mouth doesn't make these noises. Putain.
Yeah.
Perfect. Putain.
You lazy old fart. You know, oh yeah, there will be a lot of fighting though. Yeah, it's true. Okay, count me in then. Good. Yes, good. Yeah. You see me. You know, like, yeah. Feet of your brethren. Anytime, yeah. Want to fight? What's that other scene with Ben?
This guy seems like an absolute mad dog in real life.
Want to fight? No, because unlike Gestrels, I need sleep. Coward. Thank you, Dan, for having me on this wonderful podcast. Want to fight?
This voice is also amazing because, like, obviously you need a good natural voice to be a VA, but you can tell that this guy has been through training, or shall I say, you can tell this guy has worked on his voice. He's kept up his exercises, his training. At least that's what I think. Incredible the game turned out as well as it did with such a small dev team. No, it's nuts. It's insane. It's insane. In fact, it just works. It's so much easier to get behind this company, knowing that they're, I don't know, they're all, in a way, they're just like normal people in a way. They all come from normal backgrounds, but they're just really fucking good at what they do, you know.
The first bit sounded rehearsed, like, and then it kind of went into panic, like.
Well, I just thought less is more, you know.
I agree.
Please subscribe to Dan Allen Gaming. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
They give a shit. Well, the energy and the vibe I get from Sandfall and their first game is the same as I get from... I ran this experiment once. You know, like the big famous bands and shit, whatever, Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, or whoever, just any famous band, look at their earliest live performances. Look at their earliest live performances and see the energy these bands have on stage. Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, so on and so forth. They have just gotten big and famous. They've just gotten their hits, but they don't know how long this is going to last, and they've been grinding a long time to that point. They are exploding with energy on the stage, jumping up and down and like just it's electric. Man, full power, full effort. So I ran this experiment and I looked at a lot of those, and then I would look up the same band live 20 years later. And almost 100% of the time, it's them just walking around on stage, going through the motions, just lazily saying the words of the songs that they're sick of singing for the last 20 years straight. Yeah, very rarely do you get someone like Cannibal Corpse, who are as intense today as they were before. And that's honestly, that I see that in video, I see that with bands, they've been famous for too long after a while and they're just kind of jaded. And I see that with video game companies too. They're just, it almost feels like they're just going through the motions and it's just like a job or a paycheck to them and they just don't care. And you know what? From their perspective, why should they? Why should they? If fans are just gonna uncritically eat up whatever slop that they dish out for them, you know, and they don't care. They have no standards other than that the game be called the name of the series name from like 20 years ago. You know, why should they? Why should they? So I don't know. I think it's worth training your taste and having standards, because then you won't be disappointed or let down when that happens to a company. So Death Clock Pharaohs, I fucking love them, mate. So this game was not made for fans. Yeah, it was. Well, the thing is, like, if the only way your game can sell is that I don't know. I think a game, and I think it's with entertainment in general, it should be self-evident why it's good. You know, anyone should be able to walk in. Anyone can walk in and have no idea what The Matrix 1 or Lord of the Rings is or Star Wars the original trilogy is. You can walk in and be like, this is fucking sick. This is great. I can just tell this is good. But if you have to like read 3 PhD essays on Reddit to explain why something's actually good, then it's probably not very good. If you need 5 essays to explain why a thing is good, it's probably not good. It should just be fucking self-evident right off the bat. Oh, how do I feel after finishing Expedition 33? You felt sad and a bit depressed, like nothing could ever compare again. See, Jaredon, I've played these games before. I already know this feeling, because I was 10 years old when Final Fantasy VII came out in 1997 on the PS1. And after that, I was like, that's it. I just don't see how anything could ever compare or give me that same feeling ever again. And you know what? I was right for the next 28 years, until this game came out. And changed everything. So, yeah. I've already been through this. Welcome to the club. But it's all right. It's all right. All you have to do now is wait another 25 years for the next game to come out like this that can raise the bar and give you the same feeling, because it's not going to happen. I doubt anytime soon, because this hits... E33 hits hard in the same way the original FF7 did, because it was just so completely unexpected and raised the bar, excelled at all these different things no one expected it to excel at, and it's changed history forever. Whether it's changed video game history as a whole forever or whatever, that's not, who cares? I mean, that can be debated till the cows come home, but it has certainly changed the history and the direction and the discussion around Final Fantasy forever. Forever. It will never ever be the same after this. Expedition 33. Behind the Voices. PS5 games. Let's do this. Jennifer English and Clive.
Rated M for mature.
Fuck. That follow brand.
Too slow. Too slow. Too slow.
Yeah, more like this, with a full voice.
Yeah.
Like she's not
Yeah.
suffering that much.
Yeah.
How many is this?
We have quite complex characters in the game. They all have like many layers of emotions that we have to bring through. That was brought by the first pass, which is the motion capture, but now like with the voice acting, we like elevate it even more to the next level. And I think we are incredibly fortunate to have been working with this team of actors because they really understand the character and manage to bring all the complex emotions and deepest layers of every character, hide it when it needs to be hidden, and make it surface when it needs to be shown. And yeah, it's just been an incredible ride working with all the team of actors.
Hello. How are you? Nice to meet you. Nice. I recognise your voice when you were talking about that voice. How did that walk? You're amazing. Well, thank you. Yeah, he is. You're amazing. It's Verso. It's Verso that made everyone amazing. The team, right?
So, Verso is Verso is no one. Next question.
What? What? Stop it. Too cheesy? No.
So Maelle is an orphan, and she was, she bounced around from foster home to foster home, and then she was taken in by Gustave and Emma and grew really close to Gustave.
You still got a flower to give, no?
Yes.
She's an amazing character. She's so vibrant and full of life and sass, but she's not without like complexity or pain, so it's been just such a joy to play her. I think she's one of the most brilliant characters I've ever played, actually. Yeah.
I don't understand what's happening. And I feel like I never understood, like I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
Manoko is a gestural who has learned to speak English, and he also enjoys fighting as a method of relaxation. He kind of shows off some of his personality quite early on. He's kind of got a bit of pride and competitiveness, just trying to show off, I suppose. New friends.
You speak our language.
Ladies, could I interest you in a duel?
Definitely a gestural.
It was kind of written quite clearly that there was obviously some humour in there. I kind of felt that it was a deep voice as a non-human, but he's very articulate, very well-spoken. You know, the way he speaks in sort of proper sentences and such like. And we've had a lot of fun in the sessions kind of playing with him and his sort of exploring his range of emotions. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
The best part of the voice acting was trying to make everybody say merde and putain. All the French words, it was always lovely to try to teach them to have the right pronunciation.
Merde.
Merde.
Yeah, we're saying this one.
Is that, how do you say that?
I agree,
second one?
Farina, welcome in.
Putain.
Chebby,
Putain.
thank you for the follow.
Putain.
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 Yeah.
Merde. My mouth doesn't make these noises.
Merde.
They did do a good job, because like I think in Manoko's trailer you see Gustave with the girls, don't you? Clever.
Merde.
Merde.
Yes.
Shout.
We need one more.
Putain.
Yeah. Perfect.
We've seen this. We've seen the swearing part.
Putain.
Putain.
Okay.
Ah, putain.
As the only French person in the room, you're like, no, it's not like this, no, it's not like this, it's like this, it's like this. And they're like, it sounds the same. You're not French.
It was really easy for me to...
He's not wrong, though. Like, this is a thing with French. You're like, I did it! I did the sound exactly! And like, no. Like, they can just tell these hyper subtleties that we didn't even think about in English. It's hilarious.
Connect with Sciel. I really valued her optimistic nature despite what she had been through. She'd come through so much grief. And,
love Sciel now.
And she uses that as her power. And I found that really relatable. The way that she is with Maelle, her nurturing nature, her maternal nature, her enthusiasm throughout, and the scene that she has with Lune is particularly special. Friends are not distractions. where she's nostalgic and she's using that to connect and interrelate and grow and again find her strength to carry on.
Karina, thanks for that follow.
Wait, that's...
Sciel?
What? How? You guys? You're alive! I thought I was the only one left.
Isn't that interesting? Notice her body language there.
You're alive!
Like, that's not going to show up, you know, visually in the performance, but like VAs, it helps helps you get the emotion and the energy if you actually act like that. And you'll see when I'm voice acting stuff on screen, sometimes I'm like just going all over the place. I don't know. I always thought that was interesting seeing VAs sort of like fully act shit out, even though it wasn't going to be seen.
I thought I was the only one left. I knew you were resourceful.
So I play Lune. She's an ambitious, driven woman. She kind of has inherited this goal from her parents, a purpose, like a greater purpose, and I think she's quite determined with it. She won't let anything distract her. It's all about getting to that goal. She's also quite sarcastic and funny, which I appreciate about her, and is not afraid to kind of put the men around her in their place.
I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not a coward.
You swore the oath. When one falls, we continue.
Yes, I know.
When one falls. When one falls. Not if, when.
She can put me in my place. I'm walking here. Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to get that out. Otherwise, I was gonna explode. Great character. I like Lune as a character so much. I think she's such a, I don't know. I think she's quite iconic, Lune.
I think there are times when maybe there are people around her who are going through quite devastating circumstances and she can be quite rigid. But I understand it. I understand her drive.
This is not the place.
She's such an action hero. She's so active and her powers are so cool. There was something very like, when I saw her, I was like, wow, she's so cool. I want to be like her. So I think that was great to see. She's very badass, yeah.
I agree. There's something, I think it's what I loved probably the most about Lune, is that at no point does she ever waver from wanting to do the mission at all. Like when Gustave wants to off himself and then is like, fuck the mission. It just, at no point does it ever enter in her mind that they're going to give up, that they're going to abandon this. He's like, no. Even if it's just you and me, we go and we kick the shit out of the paintress. And even if we only do like 10% damage to her, that makes it easier for people to come afterwards. It's just really heroic. It's really beautiful. It's really admirable, that iron will, that unbreakable determination in Lune, and it rings true from her so strongly. She never sugarcoated anything, William. Yeah, exactly. She's like Lulu from FF10 in a lot of ways, and she's like, I'm trying to think who else. Yeah, she reminds me of her in some ways, and she reminds me a bit of Nico Robin in some other ways, you know. Maybe even like a maturer, I don't know if Tifa's a good comparison, but a maturer Tifa in some regards. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, and I love that she's mission focused. Yeah, deep character dive, you know. As a trained actor, it's time to get down to business. Let's do it.
Esquie is kind of a myth, you know, he's a mythical creature. Bonjour, mes amis.
Hey, bonjour, mon ami.
Sciel?
Odd. I don't know. He seems nice.
Nobody really knows if he exists or not, so when the expeditioners finally meet him and he joins the group, it's kind of a big deal. He becomes their travel companion and their emotional support as well.
Mon ami! Oh, you've put on a lot of weight.
I think it's completely different because with the motion capture, you You can actually be in the scene. You have the other actors as well.
Esquie is also a brilliant way to have the airship, vehicle, whatever in the overworld without it being a blatant rip-off of previous ones we've had, like airships, whether they're fantasy or science fiction, like the Ragnarok in 8 or the Highwind in 7 or whatever they had in 9. Like, the fact that he's a character and your transport at the same time is a very intelligent invention. Yeah. The swimming, yeah, my God.
It's a mix of theater and being on set. But when you're voicing a character, you're alone on the booth.
Oh, and Francois is just like you.
What I really love about Esquie is that he takes everything so literally. There are scenes that are quite heavy, and sometimes just by Esquie being there, it really does light the mood. Yeah, and he's very powerful as well. Oh, and he can't keep a secret.
Yeah, I do like that he's basically like the one-punch man of their world.
It's impossible. If you tell him something, everyone would know. Well, apart from one or two things.
Cut!
We've put some very hard work into the voice acting, and we are super excited to be able to, show it to the world.
This is a game made by people who care about the people they're making it for.
Being part of the team, getting to see it, so magical, and there's so much depth in the story, in the backstory, in the characters.
There's so many layers of emotions, and the story is so deep and complex.
I think there's so much here to kind of just absorb and explore.
This is one of the most beautiful projects I've ever worked on. Get ready for something absolutely beautiful and special and magical.
With truly three-dimensional characters that you can really get under the bones of.
Be part of that expedition yourself.
Well, you will enjoy it. I know you'll enjoy it. And Manoko will be your favourite character.
Just hope they enjoy
Not wrong.
it.
I've never been part of something that has just exuded this much passion.
I think it's going to really, really wow people, and it should. It's fantastic. Yeah.
Not wrong. Absolutely magnificent game. Yeah.
I hope you enjoy plundering the many depths of this multi-layered game. Good day to you.
All right, thank you. I was almost expecting him to say, and please, let me smell your fate. Bloody awesome. Yeah, no, great little behind-the-scenes thing. Outstanding game. Everyone's got to play it. Easily game of the year. Anything else, it's a blind robbery. And, yeah, that's my plug.